What's up guys, it's Mint Moose here. Today we're looking at Marvel Rivals Baddies. Let's get straight into this. Starting off proceedings, here we go. Reed Richards himself, Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic would be an absolutely phenomenal bang, and anyone pretending otherwise is lying to themselves. This man is basically made of premium elastic. The possibilities are endless. No Johnnies? Well, Elastoforeskin's got your back and will solve this in a jiffy. This man's eyes would be watering, whilst holding back the Babylonian floods of semen behind his elasticated foreskin. And you know what? He's doing all this for your pleasure. This man literally puts the phrase, "I can bend over backwards," into a new category. Rather than being a promise, it's now a guarantee. Medical bills, they'd be a thing of the past. This bloke would be your one-stop shop for phenomenal prostate pleasure and also colonic irrigation. This man would clear your bowels and intestines without batting an eyelid. Colour me impressed. Either way, Mr. Fantastic is fantastic and is getting an A. Now we have Cloak and Dagger, the couple that were pulled into one vessel. Now you're going to have to hang in there with me guys, because we're about to get lost in the reeds. Firstly, I have mixed feelings here. I wouldn't mind shagging Cloak. However, doing this would be the ultimate form of cuckoldry towards Dagger. You're blasting the back out of his bird and he's trapped in the same body. Wait! That is a once in a lifetime type shit. Secondly, and more concerningly, if I'm blasting her, can he just judo swap? And the snoo I was once enjoying melds into a Johnson, and we're now one of the Japanese finger traps. And thirdly, if they are one entity, do they have separate personalities and thoughts? Or is this one gigamind and an all-you-can-fuck buffet? I don't know if that question has ever been posed before, but it's definitely worth thinking about before getting into a very sticky situation. This is akin to putting your cock into a human jack-in-the-box. After much thought, the pros don't outweigh the cons. Now I don't want to be jump scared by a cook's Jolly Roger halfway through dipping my wick into his missus, and for this reason they're going into D tier. Crikey, now we have Angela, the woman with the body of Thor and the face of Freya. I think we're all going to enjoy this one. Make no mistake, this woman, nay, this goddess, is a unit. I do not know which one of us would be doing the penetrating.
Don't do it to me, I beg you. No!
I think I would enjoy it all the same. A Russian story comes to mind here. A Russian robber broke in to a woman's house. Little did he know, she was built like a brick shit house and a black belt in karate. She wrestled him, subdued him, and tied him up for 3 days, committing various acts, shall we say. Me personally, if that was Angela, I'd tie myself to a radiator and be her human blow-up doll for 3 weeks. Never mind 3 days. This mere mortal may not withstand the arduous toll on the body 3 weeks with Angela would cause. However, death by snoo is the way I've always wanted to go. Angela is going into S tier, and I will have nothing else said about it. Now we have the one and only goth mommy in the game. We've got Hella, a must bang. Not because she's sweet or approachable, but because she radiates the kind of confidence that says she will laugh in your face when you drop your keks and brandish your salami. And you know what? I'm into it. Nothing wrong with a bit of emasculation when you're banging a 7-foot goddess of death. In fact, it adds to the theme. She's the sort of woman your mother warned you about, but we can all agree we would let her ruin our lives. I dive headfirst into a septic tank of New Delhi sewer water whilst a rabid badger chomps onto my ballsack just to sit in the same room as her handmaiden's mother. The internet has a weakness for powerful goth women, and so do I. Hella ticks every box. That green lipstick staining your Johnson would be a sign of pride and you would never wash the thing again. Yeah, boy. Odin is doing the Lord's work with his offspring at the moment. She's an absolute S tier. If you're still here and enjoying the content, please just leave a like and a subscribe. onto the travelling freak show, we have Cyclops. Cyclopses are disgusting ogre-type creatures in the mythos. Luckily for us, it's not the case here. This Cyclops is a handsome bastard, so I wouldn't think seeing his one-eyed monster would be the worst thing in the world. However, if you're a sensual lover who doesn't mind eye contact, this bloke is not the man for you, because that eye will be the last eye you've ever seen. Let's hope his Jap's eye doesn't shoot lasers like his facial ones. We can also vibe on both being mutants, as this moose is partially ginger himself, and technically it's a mutation. Due to this fact, I can't put my fellow mutant brother below B tier. And now we have an actual insect. Hot takes incoming. On the one hand, Mantis is an empath, so she'll be super understanding and make a very good girlfriend. And you can also put her insect features to good use. If you're backshotting this thing, you can grab those weird antennae attached to her head and raw dog this shit with at least 80% more vigour. However, we need to be realistic here. I've done the research, and God help my search history. There is no clarifying data on whether or not her snoo is compatible with ours. To all the Marvel execs, what are you doing?
Are you that stupid?
Made 30 films into one of the best cinematic universes of all time, but you never once disclosed whether Mantis's pink taco was even compatible with the humans.
You're not just wrong, you're stupid.
Given all this, I'm ranking baddies and not friends. And because this genital mismatch could cause injury at the very least, this friendly ant lady is going into D tier. Now we have Frank Castle, the Punisher. Built like someone sculpted an action figure out of concrete in spite. Let's just run through the sheer physicality this human being has. He's got broad shoulders, arms that look like they could bench press a pickup truck, a permanent 5 o'clock shadow, and battle scars. And finally, he's got the impeccable control of his huge battle rifle. Sounds great, right? Wrong. Bro doesn't have much humanity left. I'm all for a bit of rough and tumble, but this guy feels like he'd be a pure sadomasochist. I don't mind the odd nipple clamp here or there, but we've all seen this man at work, and he takes shit too far. I sit on my arse for a living, and he would put that living at jeopardy. Spending 1 hour in the bedroom with this man would leave you walking like a depressed penguin. However, if you can conquer this castle,
King in the castle, king in the castle.
you'd have a protective prostate Punisher for the rest of your life. I don't want to judge him too harshly though, because everybody has their kinks, and he's a bit of a baddie. You can go into C tier. Now we have Venom. Let's start with the positives. Extremely tall, muscular, and has an imposing physique. Deep voice and a confident personality. The monster with the protective streak. You know what we have here, boys? The daddy issue trifecta.
Daddy wasn't there.
Now let's take a look at the cons. An appetite that includes brains and humans, constant drooling, and he always hurts the ones he loves. I've said it once, and I'll say it again.
Daddy wasn't there.
The daddy issue trifecta. And considering I have a great relationship with my moose old man, this guy, he's going in F tier. We have Squirrel Girl. We're in for a bouncy ride. The only nuts getting slung between me and Squirrel Girl are my own. I would be reluctantly backshotting her, just so I don't see the stupid squirrel peering out the front of her hair.
Brother, what's that?
Afterwards, I'd need to get a Dettol bath, because by the time we've finished, she'd be covered in squirrel piss, shit, and this moose's homemade love custard. This will not be pretty, much like Squirrel Girl herself. Don't get me wrong, it is not all bad. Those thick, curvy thighs are the stars of many wet dreams. We need to be realistic here though, because this woman is going up against actual gods, and she's coming at us with the aura of the homeless bird lady from Home Alone 2. And for this reason, she's going into D tier. We're sticking to the theme of rodents at the moment. Next it's the bin squirrel called Rocket. This critter is not something I want to be sharing my genes with. Online legends have foretold tales of Russian blokes getting their PPs destroyed whilst trying to Roger a skunk or some other poor rodent type critter, I think we can all take a leaf out of history's books, and in this case, Mr. Raccoon is getting a pass. F tier. If you're one of the few people still left at the end, please leave a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you next time. My other videos are on the screen.